If you want to get some more response and sound out of your S650 but don't want to pay a fortune to do it, then the Roush Cold Air intake fitting 2024 and newer Mustang GT and Dark Horse models will be just your speed. Featuring high-flow reusable filters and larger airbox elements, this is a quick and simple kit that's going to net you a better driving experience without the need for a tune or other modifications. Roush has long been one of the biggest names in performance parts for Fords and for Mustangs in particular. Now they've brought their expertise to the next generation S650 platform. And like you'd find on other Roush intake kits, this setup doesn't really mess with success. The new car's twin throttle body and intake setup mean more power, better response, and better airflow than ever before, and Roush has found a way to extract even a bit more out of that setup. Now there are two main features of this kit. First are the air filters. Now in contrast to the stock filter elements, these are larger and higher flowing, so you're going to get more air through them into the engine. More air means the engine can throw in more fuel, and thus that means more power and better response for you. Now we're not talking about huge power gains here, but you should definitely feel a difference in how the car responds to your inputs on the accelerator pedal. It's going to feel more lively and will react more quickly when you really put your boot in it. Now the other feature here are these airbox lids. These are going to replace the stock units and give you not only more room for these larger filters, but they've also got these windows in them. Now these are of course cool to look at, but they also allow you to check on the cleanliness of your filters without you having to disassemble anything. That's a good thing as well, since these filters are washable and reusable, so you don't have to worry about replacing them. Just clean them out, pop them back in, and you're back on the road. Now it is worth noting that a tune is not required for this kit, so you don't have to purchase anything or do anything additional in order to install this on your Mustang and just go out and enjoy. Though as I always say, if you want to maximize your gains from any type of breathing modification like an intake or an exhaust, a tune is a good thing to look into. However, it is again not required with this kit. The airbox lids here are made from CAD design injection molded plastic, and they're designed to fit and look much like a factory part because they're designed just like factory parts. The filters are made from a multi-layer media that does an excellent job at filtering out dirt and debris while not restricting airflow. Now there may not be too many pieces in this kit, but they are all of high quality as you'd expect from a company like Roush. What you may not expect though is the price. Now pricing is going to come in at about $550 for this kit. Now that's obviously not exactly a drop in the bucket, but it is currently the most affordable intake setup on the market for the S650 Mustang. So if you want that additional airflow, response, and performance without having to spend a bundle, or even if you just value OEM style and integration above all else, this is definitely going to be your setup. Installation gets a 1 out of 3 on our difficulty meter, and the job should take you 1 hour to complete, probably a little bit less. Since you're not disassembling much and these parts are all designed to integrate with the rest of your factory intake setup, the process is quick and simple. We're going to walk you through that process right now, so for that, let's head on out to the shop.
Tools required for this install include a ratchet and 8 and 10 millimeter sockets. What's up guys? Today we're installing an intake on our Mustang, so let's get started. So now the first thing we need to do is remove the cover on our intake box. We're also going to be removing this 10 millimeter bolt that's going to help us later. So take a 10 millimeter socket and pop that out. And then we're just going to pop off these 2 clips. Slide this up and out. And that's going to give us access to this 8 millimeter bolt on the clamp. So loosen that up, and then we're going to pull this whole tube up. That's why we remove that bolt. So lift up, slide your filter up. And do the same thing on the other side. So now we can install our new filter and cover. Now this little tab on the filter is going to go straight down. There is a little notch inside of our airbox for this to sit in. So now get the clamp on your filter, make sure that tab's sticking straight down. And then lift up on your intake tube, slide your filter over it, drop it down in there, make sure that tab is sitting where it needs to. And then slide your clamp into place and take an 8 millimeter socket to tighten that down. And now we just need to slide the 2 tabs on our cover into those holes and then clip it at the front. Now take that 10 millimeter bolt for your intake tube, thread that into place, and then we'll tighten it down with a 10 millimeter socket, and you can do the same exact thing on the other side. So that'll wrap up this review and install of the Roush cold air intake for your 2024 and newer Mustang GT and Dark Horse. Thank you for watching, and for all things Mustang, keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.